In 2023, get this, guys, in 2023, the year before Caitlin Clark's arrival, Asia Wilson received the most fan votes with 95,860 votes. The 2025 AT&T WNBA All-Star Game will be played at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, home of the Fever. Caitlin Clark is averaging 18.2 points a game and a career-high 8.9 assists per game. The top 30 players had combined for 1,171,000 votes.
How did Caitlin Clark go from a WNBA rookie to receiving almost 1.3 million All-Star votes, blowing past every league expectation? What's behind the massive controversy that's dividing fans, players, and even the league itself? Stay tuned as we uncover how Clark's unparalleled popularity is rocking the WNBA to its core. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Let's talk about the All-Star voting divide that's got everyone buzzing. Caitlin Clark pulled in an incredible 1.3 million fan votes. Think about that. 1.3 million. Not only does it crush every other player's total this year, but it's also more fan votes than the combined top 30 players received last season. But here's where things get weird. Despite fans treating her like the next face of the league, WNBA players themselves, they weren't exactly on the same page. Clark finished 9th among guards in player voting. 9th. That's miles away from what you'd expect for someone leading ticket sales, driving TV ratings, and breaking records left and right. And fans are reading into it. Some see her low player ranking as a sign of bias, maybe jealousy from veterans who feel threatened by Clark's rising stardom, or even an attempt to downplay how much power she holds in shaping the league's future. But here's the thing. Clark isn't just pulling in numbers. She's dragging enthusiasm into the WNBA spotlight in a way we haven't seen in years. Ticket sales have exploded wherever she plays, and games featuring Clark regularly dominate viewership stats. During one of Iowa's college matchups before she stepped into the WNBA, she pulled a jaw-dropping 5.5 million viewers, more than some NBA playoff games. She's transformed casual watchers into full-blown superfans who are now buying merch, signing up for league passes, and even planning arena visits around her schedule. But now, questions are flying. If fans are this invested in Clark's journey, why the disconnect with her peers?
Collier is number 1 in the WNBA in scoring with a career-high 24.5 points per game. Wow. Fewer than Caitlin Clark or Collier got by themselves this time around. Guys, I've got to wonder out loud, does Angel Reese make this team? Wow, you got to wonder. 2 All-Star starters who received the most fan votes. Caitlin Clark received 1,293,000.
It's making headlines, with supporters pointing out that downplaying someone like Clark could hurt the league's growth. Could this divide be holding the WNBA back at a moment when its momentum is finally building? It's got people talking, whether players are seeing the bigger picture or letting personal feelings get in the way of what's best for the sport. Whatever the reasoning, one thing's obvious. Caitlin Clark is the name everyone's hearing, and this popularity means the WNBA has a new reality to deal with. Speaking of big changes, let's look into how this tension might explode when Clark gets a chance to take control in the All-Star Draft. The All-Star Draft is about to put Caitlin Clark in the spotlight like never before. This isn't just about picking teams. It's about power, relationships, and proving where allegiances really stand live on air. The draft format is simple. Clark, as one of the 2 captains alongside Nisa Collier, will take turns selecting players to build her team. But the real tension comes from how this format puts Clark in total control. Every choice, every snub, will be dissected by fans, media, and even the players sitting and waiting to hear their names. Here's where it gets interesting. This isn't just a fun playground pickup game. There's serious baggage going into this draft.
June 30th on ESPN, so that's tomorrow. WNBA head coaches to select All-Star reserves. Clark earns her second All-Star selection. Collier, her fifth. Fourth in rebounding at 8.4 rebounds per game while guiding the Lynx to a league-best 13-2 record. That's Caitlin Clark. That's the Caitlin Clark phenomenon right there. That is a perfect example.
Some of the same players who voted Clark ninth among guards are now in a position where they might end up on her team. Imagine their reactions, knowing full well that the cameras will catch everything from smiles of relief to disappointed stares. It's the kind of setup that can create grudges or, depending on Clark's approach, opportunities for reconciliation. But let's be real, every unspoken tension is about to play out on live television. And it's not just about personal dynamics. This draft is a clear reflection of how much Caitlin has flipped WNBA culture in just one season. Clark isn't walking into this with nothing to lose.
On July 19th on ABC, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus, Clark and Collier earned the role of captains by virtue of being both players are all-star captains for the first time. The remaining 8 starters to be revealed Monday. 526 votes. Collier received 1,176,020 votes. Wow. That's a hell of a lot of votes. It is. And Caitlin still beat her by over 100,000 votes.
Her fan-driven dominance is the reason she's a captain in the first place. And now she has a chance to reshape the narrative around her. Does she go bold, prioritize loyalty, and pick someone like Aaliyah Boston, a fellow rookie who was also ranked questionably low by players? Or does she lean on talent and secure big names who'll make her team unstoppable on the court? There's so much to consider. Clark's choices will say even more about her as a competitor and leader, not just as a player racking up flashy stats. By the end of this draft, we'll have a much clearer view of where Clark stands in the league, not just in the eyes of fans, but in the complicated network of peer relationships defining the WNBA. What comes next could set the tone for rivalries, alliances, and even the future growth of the league itself. Caitlin Clark's record-breaking fan support isn't just about celebrating a rookie, it's a wake-up call for the WNBA. Fans have spoken louder than ever, with 1.3 million votes proving her influence extends far beyond the court. This popularity isn't just reshaping player dynamics, it's fueling league momentum. With plans for 3 new teams by 2030, it's clear the league sees how fan-driven stars like Clark can drive growth. The question now? Will WNBA players and leadership embrace this shift in power or risk pushing fans away? If one rookie can spark this level of change, imagine what the future might hold.